So our another kind of ointment, that is a parasiticide ointment, right? And parasiticide, it is the ointment which used to kill the living infectious like lice and ticks. This is the this is the one kind of infectious host, right? Infectious host, right? And living in our head, inside our head, that is on our hair, right? So there is a, for the killing or killing of living infectious like lice and ticks, there is a parasiticide ointment are dispensed or prescribed by the doctor, right? So like a benzyl benzoate and hexachloride and sulfur, so these are the some medicines are called as a, are used to treat or used to kill the living infectious like lice and ticks, like and ticks. So this is the uh, one host, and it causes infection, right? Also, so it is found in our head, right? Then protectant ointment, our last and final class of our ointment from the therapeutic use of our ointment are protectant ointment are protect the skin from moisture, air, sun rays or other substance like soap and chemicals. So as like that is a our, as like our sunscreen, right? Sunscreen, so sunscreens is it is another also called the protectant kind of preparation, right? And protectant also protectant kind of preparation also given in ointment form also, right? And that ointment protect protectant ointment are used to protect the skin from moisture, air, sun rays and other some chemicals or soaps, right? Means due to the moisture, air and sun rays, so we know that this sun rays is very harmful for us because it contain a gamma rays, right? So and radiation, right? Gamma rays, alpha, beta, right? And that sun rays also are, if we direct in our summer condition, what happened, that is due to the sun rays, harmful sun rays, there is a, we get a burn, that is sunburn, right? And due to the air also, air, that is due to the hot air also, and due to the moisture also, then some other substance like a soap and chemicals also, right? So if we someone get an infection or some causes due to the chemicals, sun rays, air and moisture, that time, that condition, the protectant kind of ointment are prescribed, right? The protectant kind of ointment are prescribed. So in which, that is a calamine, zinc oxide, silicones and titanium dioxide. So these are the some example of protectant. The protectant, these are the some name of medicament, right? Act as a protectant, right? Act as a protectant, that is calamine, zinc oxide, silicon, then titanium dioxide. So these kind of medicines are given in the form of ointment and become that called protectant kind of ointment, right? It protect our skin from the moisture, air, sun rays and other substances like soap and chemicals. So you should understand these things, right? So this is the all about our classification of our ointment. Classification of our ointment. So that is according to their therapeutic properties based on penetration, right? And according to their therapeutic uses. So by this way we can classify the our emulsion, right? So then our another topic, that is a ointment basis. Ointment basis, after completion of our classification of ointment, we will discuss the ointment basis. So ointment basis is a very important. So as our in our previous lecture we already done the our or studied the our definition of our ointment. That is, ointment is a in what happened, the medicament or medicaments or group of medicaments are dissolved or suspended or emulsified into the ointment basis. So ointment basis is a one kind of material and it is very necessary for preparation of ointment. Without it we can't prepare the ointment. So as like our in emulsion, that is a disperse phase and continuous phase, right? Continuous phase means what happened, the disperse globules are distributed throughout the continuous phase. So same as like in ointment, whatever the medicament we are selected for the preparation of ointment, that medicament, the solid particles of medicament or fine particles of medicament are suspended or distributed into the ointment basis, right? Smoothly distributed into the ointment basis, right? And after that we will get a ointment, and that ointment are externally applied, right? So ointment basis plays a very important role, and we have thoroughly know about, right? We should know it thoroughly, right? That's why there is a various kind of ointment bases are given, right? Means classification of ointment bases also there. As like our emulsifying agent, means without emulsifying agent we can't prepare the emulsion. So similarly, without the ointment basis there is a not possible to prepare a ointment. So ointment basis plays a very important role. That's why we should know thoroughly and we should understand thoroughly, right? So let's begin. It is a part of ointment preparation and act as a carrier or vehicle for the medicament, right? So as I said, that is a ointment basis. It is a part of our preparation or part of our ointment. As like medicament and other additives, the ointment bases are the one part of our ointment, right? Without it we can't prepare the ointment. So and that ointment bases act as a carrier or vehicle. Why it is called vehicle? Because in ointment basis, whatever the medicament are, what medicament we will select, that distributed or suspended into that carrier or vehicle, that is ointment basis. Afterward we will get a ointment, right? So as simple that is, if you wish to prepare the solution, then that time what we will do, we take a solvent liquid, right? And in simple means, if we are going to prepare a sugar solution, then what we will do, we take a amount of water, and in which we will add some amount of water. After adding the some amount of sugar. After adding the sugar, we will dissolve it properly. After dissolving, we will get a homogeneous mixture of water and sugar. That's called as a sugar solution, right? So as similarly, in ointment, the bases act as a vehicle or a carrier, and in that basis we will dissolve or mix the medicaments, solid medicaments, fine medicaments, right? Then we will get a ointment. But during selection of ointment basis, some factor we will have to consider, right? We will have to consider. So as I said, that is a basis plays a very important role, right? So also we know that there is a various kind of bases are present, right, available. So that's why it's become a very necessary to select a proper kind of emulsion, proper kind of basis. So as like we know that is in your emulsion chapter, the emulsifying agent isn't very necessary, and as the emulsifying agent are classified various group also, because it is available in various form. And for the preparing the stable kind of emulsion, we need to select the proper kind of emulsifying agent, right? So as similar, there is also various kind of ointment bases are available. That's why it's become quite critical for selection of good kind of ointment basis, right? Ointment basis. So that's why there is that says, during the selection of our ointment basis, some factor we have to consider, right? On the basis of some factor means we should take care of some factors, right, for during the selection of our ointment basis, right? And then there is some factors are given, means some reasons or some factors are given. On the basis of that factors, we will select the, or where we are going to select the ointment basis for the preparation of our ointment. That time some factors are given that should be considered by us, right? So let's see. Action desired, action, desire, nature of drug to be added, and the stability of ointment, right? Right. So these are the some, this is the some factor which we will consider during the selection of our ointment. Then action desired means what kind of action we have to get, right? Then nature of our drug to be added means what kind of our drug we are used, whether it is a soluble in the vehicle, or insoluble in the vehicle, right? Or it is a crystalline or a amorphous, right? Or it is a solid or a fine or coarse particle, right? So all kind of nature of our drug we have to consider during the selection of our ointment basis. Then stability of ointment, stability of our ointment also necessary to consider, right? Means so stability of our ointment means whether our whatever the drug we are selected for the preparation of ointment, that drug whether it is suitable or stable with our ointment basis, right? That's why it is a stability of ointment. The nature of our ointment, whether it is our uh, means insoluble in vehicle or not, then soluble in vehicle or not, right? So this is the nature of our drug. And action of action desired means what kind of action we desire, if we need a quick action, or if we need a sustained action, right? So on the basis of this action desire, then nature of our drug and the stability of our ointment, on the basis of or we need to consider these things during the selection of our ointment basis, right? So there is some also given the some points of ideal properties of ointment basis means there is some properties are given. If our ointment basis possess that kind these all kind of properties, that time we will call it our ointment basis is ideal, and our ideal means our suitable for your preparation, right? I mean for our drug and other excipient, right? So let's see what is the ideal properties of our ointment basis. So let's see. The ointment basis should be inert, odorless, and smooth, right? Means our ointment means selection of our during the selection of our ointment basis, we should absorb the, or we should see the whether our ointment basis is inert. Inert means it should not react with any other material what is the whatever they present in the our ointment, that is means that is except the our medicament, we will also add the antioxidant and preservative also, right? That time what happen that time our ointment basis does not react with the our preservative or antioxidant whatever they present it, right? That's why it's very necessary to our ointment basis should be inert, or our ointment base does not react with our medicament and does not form any other reaction or any other effect. That's why our ointment basis should be inert. Then should be odorless means it should not give any bad odor, unpleasant odor to our preparation, right? And smooth, and it become a soft and smooth as like grease, as like a grease means our ointment basis as like will be or to be smooth or soft, right? If our ointments possess this odorless, smooth, and inert property, that time we can select it, right? Then should physically and chemically stable. Should physically and chemically stable. Physically means suppose means physically means our ointment basis does not change its physical appearance, right? Physical appearance means color, odor, right? Does not change its physical appearance.